Good morning, scumbags. It's me. It's Andrew. Here I am. Look behind me. That's what a Toys R Us looks like. Everybody who's not Canada. I'm sorry. I don't mean to rub it in. That's mean. That's kind of cruel of me. But here I am. Toys R Us isn't open yet. I still have like 15 minutes before it opens. So here's my game plan. Okay? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray to at least 6 different gods that they will have The Mandalorian and the second sister in 6-inch. That's my game plan. I feel like those are going to be the hardest ones to find. So if I can get Mandalorian and second sister at least, I'll be happy. Of course, I'd also love to get Cara Dune and Zori Bliss and Janna, but all in due time. Those two are going to be the cream of the crop. So if I can get them, we'll be laughing. So let's see what happens. Come join me on this quest. Okay, there's Star Wars music playing in here. I guess that's a good sign. Let's see what happens. Ooh, fancy schmancy. Okay. Alright, I like what I'm seeing. I think. No Mandos. That's too bad. Okay, well, Toys R Us had nothing I wanted. That was kind of sad. Alright, but the good news is I'm in a mall, and the mall has an EB. So let's see what the EB says. This is it. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared. Okay, so EB was a bit stingy about me filming inside, so I had to be careful. I was just kind of sneaky about it, and the footage didn't look good, so I just thought, what the hell, I'll come back out here and show you what I found. All EB had was this. Okay, so I managed to get this. I'm not too happy though, because frankly, this was more than I would have wanted to pay. This was $40. EB always marks up their stuff. You can tell I don't like EB games. You can tell they are not my favorite. But I found a second sister, so at least I'm happy about that. James told me there would be white box versions. He lied. He likes to get my hopes up. Thanks, James. But I think she looks kind of neat, and she's the graphite one, so she's metallic-ish. I don't know. I'm happy I could get my hands on her. So let's see if we can find a Mandalorian somewhere in the world before the day is done. All right, let's get cracking. Okay, EB number 2. Oh, there's some white box stuff. Look, James, there's that toy you don't have. See? There it is. Look at that. But you know what? That's what I'm here for. That one right there, I think. Maybe. Let's see what else we got. Jawas and stuff. Well, there's some toys James doesn't have, and there's some other stuff. Okay, sometimes, but not always, Walmart has the hidden gems. So let me pop into this Walmart, which is ridiculously hard to get into because of this stupid Subway business that's going on. And let's see if there's anything in there. And they are sold out of everything. That's pretty weak, Walmart. By the way, at the last EB Games that I went to, the guy behind the desk told me that they had Mandalorians in stock, but some guy came in, one gentleman, one individual came into the store first thing and bought all the Mandalorians. So congratulations, greedy person. You're greedy. He might have been the same person that was behind us in line that time at Star Wars Celebration. This one might be our golden ticket. See what happens. Okay, I stepped into the Toys R Us, and the helpful gentleman showed me all of this delicious goodness right here. And look at that. What do I spy there with my little eye? That looks like a Mandalorian, folks. Beautiful. So the time is 10:57 a.m. and I've completed my quest. I'm done. In less than an hour, I managed to hit 5 stores and find almost everything I wanted to find. Not too shabby. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I found much more than I thought I would. So this is a much better haul than I initially envisioned. Good stuff, everybody. I think we did good today. Now let's go home and I'll show you what we got. Back home, let's take a look at what we found, shall we? All right, so we got this second sister. She's all shiny. She is a carbonized graphite. Frankly, I don't think she is worth that much money, but whatever. I normally wouldn't pay that extra $10 for one of these toys because I am very, very cheap. But this was the only one they had, and I was like, all right, this one time I will do it, but that's it. So there's our second sister. She's looking pretty fine, and I'm happy with the fact, well, I'll save that for after, but there's something I'm happy with, which is really neat. Second thing I found also at an EB, but a different one, is Cal. I found a white box Cal. And I didn't even really want Cal to begin with. He wasn't like super on my radar, but he wasn't off my radar. It's not like he was, you know, Kylo Ren or Off-World Jawa, where I was just like, no, thank you. No, he looks pretty neat. Almost as neat as that really loud lawnmower that's probably killing my audio right now, but that's okay. I'm going to stick with it. And he's the white box here. He's the first edition. I really like the way these white boxes look. I think they would have been beautiful if The Last Jedi had used this color scheme for their toys, because that was the color scheme for their movie. But like, he's got the little robot guy and everything. This is cool. I like this. And then last but most, Toys R Us had good old Mandalorian himself. I am so glad that this was available. I found the last one at the store. It's gorgeous. Look at it. Look how gorgeous it is. I love all the little splashes of color on this guy. He looks fantastic. Ages 4 and up. Sorry, 3-year-olds and under. You can't have this. And I'm really glad with the way that I managed to get 3 that were all different. So I got a metallic one, a white one, and a good old plain Jane one. And they all look great. And I was really hoping that there would be a Mandalorian-shaped package under today's Christmas tree. So I'm so glad that it actually panned out that way. That's very fortunate. I'm very thankful that I was able to find these. But you know what? I'm going to do something, a little bonus here for you today. I'm going to give you a little bonus because I think it's been a minute since I showed you exactly what my Black Series collection looks like. So let's take a look at the Black Series collection. All right, here we go. This is the first corner here next to this big old mirror. So forgive me if you see my reflection at any point. But these are just a bunch of Black Series here that I got laid out. This Leia is the newest acquisition. I found her stowed away in a Walmart, which was really nice. But this is, as you can see, this is really the only toy I like. I'm even picky with Star Wars toys. I just like the 6-inch Black Series, folks. That's it. I'm not looking for any other trouble. There's my Jabba. I know he was super common at one point, but now he's hard to find, so I'm glad I got a Jabba while I could. I'm also glad I got this guy. This Grievous was literally the reason I started collecting these in the first place, because I was hoping they would make a Grievous. So there's that first chunk right there. Then we got this chunk right here. We got my boy Snoke with his big old throne and his buddy who didn't do a very good job protecting him. And we got Rey and we got Anakin holding the same lightsaber Rey is holding. And I even turned him to look at her to be like, girl, why are you holding my lightsaber for? What's going on here? What did I miss? And if you see back there, I got Revenge of the Sith poster behind it, but I haven't been able to hang that up in years. And I apologize for all this dust. It's been a while since I cleaned. Don't judge me. That's Brock's job. Way over in this other corner here, this was the only spot where I had room to put the Scout Trooper on the speeder bike. If you remember, I got that back at Celebration Orlando, and that was sort of the cream of the crop. I was really glad I could get a hold of him because he looks just really darn cool. Then we got this shelf here. I don't know why I put Elo Asti in such a place of prominence, but there he is. There's my girl Kira. Baze Malbus, I really, really wanted for a long time. If you remember Star Wars Celebration Orlando, I was looking for him everywhere, and I don't think I ended up finding him there. I found him many, many months later. But this shelf is more of the newer ones. And I got my boy Yoda right down there, which is good. And of course, you need SheVP. You need at least one SheVP in your life. So thankfully, I got him in my life. And there's a couple of these guys. These guys came in a 4-pack where it was this guard and that guard and that guard. And then there was the Praetorian that you saw earlier with Snoke. And those 4-packs I thought were kind of neat, but this was the one that caught my eye the most. So I thought, oh, why not? And I grabbed that one. And I like the way it turned out. I like that 4-pack of guards. There's Billy D just looking. Look, even his toy is smooth. Look how smooth he is. And there's old man Luke, who has fallen over a couple times at 3 a.m. and scared the crap out of me. Thanks, Luke. And Tarkin, looking very angry, and Leia behind him. And again, Chirrut Imwe, him and Baze, they were trouble to get a hold of. I don't even want to remember how much trouble it was, because it'll give me a headache just to think about it. And finally, this is the last shelf here. And this was part of my first ones ever. This is like the OG shelf. Jango Fett, I have to have him sitting like that because he is literally too top heavy to stand up. I tried for like a solid week to get that guy in a position where he would stand up, and it just wasn't happening. So that's why he looks like he's just on his lunch break right now. There's Boba Fett, who is the first Black Series I ever purchased. There he is right there. I figured he would be the rarest one, so I scooped him up as soon as I found him, and thankfully I was right. He is very hard to find. And there's my girl Jin Urso, who is super hard to find. You can't find Jin Urso anywhere. That's sarcasm. That's sarcasm, Hasbro. R2-D2 is the one that I paid the most money for. I paid $60 for him used, unopened, but I bought him secondhand off like a private seller because I couldn't find him anywhere, and I needed to get R2 because like you can't not have R2. And there is the centerpiece of it all. I got Luke and Vader, and that is the Vader from Jedi whose helmet can pop off, but I keep it on because it looks pretty. And there is the second Black Series I ever bought, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I actually bought him the same day as Boba Fett, but I found Boba Fett first. So technically they're both my first, but you know what I mean. There's Maz Kanata, who Toys R Us had a lot of her today. I'm not sure why. She just suddenly appeared in Toys R Us. Phasma was one that I was really anxious to get. I'm glad I could get my hands on a Phasma. And Poe as well. I really like that Poe. And that is my collection of 6-inch Black Series. Hopefully it'll grow some more, but not too much, because guess what? I'm kind of poor. So maybe hold off on making more toys, Hasbro, at least until some paychecks roll in. But there you have it, guys. I'd say mission accomplished today. I hit 5 stores in less than an hour. I'm really proud that I managed to hit so many and find much more than I thought I would. I'm still sniffing out. I'm still on the lookout for Miss Cara Dune, and I still would really like to get a 6-inch of Zori Bliss. I don't know if that exists. I thought it did, but all I saw was the 3-inch, so maybe I was just blinded by my own desires. But it was a good day. It was a really good haul. And Triple Force Friday, I'd call it, for the most part, a success. Thanks for joining me on this journey, scumbags. Until next time, may the force of others be with you.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.